Greetings to everyone. In this video I am going to show you a really beautiful game played between two Russian grandmasters, Mikhail Tal versus Melko Botsov. This game was played in 1958. So let's see this game. So Melko starts with d4, knight f6, c4, g6 and knight to c3 and bishop to g7, e4, castles and f3. d6, knight to e2, just connecting knights from here, and pawn to c5. Just wanna trade the central pawns, and from here bishop to e3, defending the pawn here, and Tal also goes for knight to d7, just connecting his knight also, and from here Benko goes for queen to d2, ready for long castle, and a6, eyeing this b5 square so that this knight will not able to jump here. After this move Melko simply castles and Tal goes for queen to a5 and Melko goes for king to b1, just making his king in a safer square, and b5. And after this move Melko goes for knight to d5. Benko wants to trade his queens from here, but Tal does not trade the queens but goes for knight captures on d5, sacrificing this beautiful queen on a5. But why Tal is sacrificing his queen? In this position Benko captures the queen on a5 and Tal captures the bishop on e3, attacking the rook on d1. Rook goes to c1 and after this move knight captures on c4, attacking the queen from here, and Melko captures the knight with his rook, giving up an exchange to get a good position. Tal recaptures and knight to c1, attacking this c4 pawn with his bishop, but Tal does not save that pawn but goes for rook to b8. Tal places his rook in a attacking position, and this rook on b8 going to be dangerous for white king, but Menko captures the pawn on c4 and knight to b6, attacks the bishop on c4. After this move Benko goes for bishop to b3, defending his bishop, and this bishop on b3 move is played because this bishop is coming in between towards the king and the rook. After this move Tal captured the pawn on d4 and queen to d2. From here this pawn cannot push from here because this bishop will be hanging from here. So Tal retrieves his bishop to g7, making his bishop in a safer square, and from here and knight to e2. Benko is trying to get his rook in the game and pawn to c4, attacking this bishop on b3, and after this move bishop to c2, bringing his bishop in a safer square, and c3. In this position this queen cannot capture the pawn because it is defended by the bishop, and pawn cannot capture on c3 because then knight to c4 there is a check the rook, and this queen is hanging from here. So in this position Benko played queen to d3, defending his queen, and pawn captures on b2. From here this king cannot capture the pawn because it is defended by the bishop. After this move Botsov played knight to d4, coming in the middle towards the bishop and the pawn. After this move bishop to d7, Tal is going to bring his another rook in the game, and rook to d1, rook to c8 and bishop to b3. Again the same reason as we discussed earlier. After this move Tal goes for knight to a4, defending his pawn on b2, and Melko captured the knight, and Tal captures with his bishop and knight to b3. Benko plays his knight on b3 to defend his rook on d1, and rook to c3. The rook is attacking the queen and also the knight from here. But after this move Melko captures the pawn on a6, queen captures on a6, and bishop captures on b3 and pawn recaptures. And in this position Tal does not capture the pawn on b3, but Tal chose rook to c8, attacking move, and queen to a3. From here this king cannot capture the pawn because then rook to c8 will win the queen, because there will be a check by the bishop. So in this position queen to a3, and Tal goes for the best move, rook to c1. And after this move Botsov captured the rook on c1. Tal recaptures, and in this position Melko resumed the game because if king to b2 then queen to b1 will be a checkmate. So if you love this video, do not forget to like, share and subscribe this video, and if you do not like anything please comment down that, and do not forget to follow me on Instagram ID in the description. And now I'm going till the